the Honourable Minister for Finance, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, eminent dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you here. I am honoured today to give the opening remarks towards what will be, I'm sure, a very enlightening and informative talk on redefining the global order the Indian way by our Honourable Minister. I just wanted to quickly, of course, all of us know India is projected, poised to be the third largest economy by 2027. And I think here, I wanted to be here more than as a guest, more on a personal note, as a student of economics, to learn or gain perspective as we chart our way or the journey laid forward by the current government as to how we can gain perspective to become better contributors towards this goal in 2027. I think it's a duty of every one of us to endear ourselves to this cause. Furthermore, India sitting at the table of global economic superpowers should come as a surprise to no one, especially those of us who have studied economic history. Right up to the 13th, 14th century, India was, in fact, most of the world or the states at the time were in a deficit to India. We know that all of the gold that the Spanish took from what is now the Latin American area was funneled back to India and China to pay away for, of course, the huge demand of commodities they had here. So India being at the center of the economic world is nothing new, and us retaking that place there is a responsibility we are well, I think, cultured to take forward, and it's something that we must, of course, endear ourselves towards moving forward. I just wanted to quickly, in the opening remarks, make a note on just one word, and that one word is resilience. And I think that is the key word for India going forward in the next decade. We are all well aware that global economic trends are looking towards rather a decline or a slowing of the global economy. And despite the COVID pandemic, the war in Ukraine, and the repercussions from all of this, India is going to continually, steadily grow forward, no doubt due to, of course, the resilience and the character of Indians in general, our traditional talent pool, and of course the many policies I think that has come up to fruition in the last decade. Number one, of course, coming from what India has been able to garner, the huge offshoring rather of the manufacturing coming into India, tech, industry, everybody, I need not mention names, but are going to set up plants in India in the next 10 years or so. And this will lead to, of course, tremendous growth. Secondarily, and I think very important, all of us are in our phones, the convenience of UPI, of Aadhaar, allowing us to access a social security net, allowing us to access to better healthcare, and then in general, allowing us also to pay our taxes in a more linear way so that we can contribute back to the government towards them increasing our standard of living, has allowed for this digital transformation to really benefit us tremendously. Lastly, and I think most importantly for those of us who travel between Mysore and Bangalore, the huge impetus on infrastructure has given us, I think, a tremendous boost. I cannot say how much that one particular project has benefited all of us here between the Mysore-Bangalore and then the tourism in general for this area, along with many other industries as well. Additionally, in that net of infrastructure, the huge impetus I think the government has given towards clean energy, alternative energy in general, is I think a leading factor for which growth will come. So these three factors in particular from an economic perspective I think are the key driving factors that we will see in the next 10 years powering India towards its growth, towards further climbing up and influencing and then contributing towards the global economy as a whole. It's once again a tremendous pleasure to be here. I thank the WMG Group. They were kind enough to make introductions about all the activities that are taking place, and it's really great to know that our Bangalore community is so well entrenched and so engaged towards the affairs that are happening within the country. In particular, while introducing, they mentioned a key interest area of mine is within wildlife conservation, and I think uniquely WMG is taking up and channeling CSR funds towards wildlife conservation, and I think that is indeed very laudable because not many people are focusing on this one particular area. There is, of course, healthcare and education, much needed, but this is one area which requires more attention in the years to come. So indeed, many congratulations to you all. I look forward very much to the talk by the Honourable Minister, and I'm sure we will all come away much better in the means by which we can contribute in our own small way towards building a better India and a better tomorrow for our children and those that come in the future. Thank you all so much, and wish you all a good evening.